My beloved listeners, if you've chosen to watch this video today, understand that this moment is not a coincidence. There's a reason you've been drawn here. You may think it's just another message, another video, but something far deeper is at work. Your guardian angels have nudged you, guided you, and brought you here because there's something you need to know. There's a message that your soul has been waiting to hear. A truth that will not only validate your feelings, but also confirm what's been unfolding around you. This moment was orchestrated by divine hands. Subscribe now to stay connected with divine messages made just for your journey. Behind the scenes of your life, much has been stirring. Things that you may have sensed but couldn't fully articulate. The spiritual realm has witnessed every silent battle you've fought, every tear you've wiped away in solitude. And now, the veil is being lifted. You're being shown that what you felt in your heart was real. You were not imagining the resistance, the negativity, or the subtle betrayals. Your intuition wasn't lying to you. You've been under spiritual observation, and your angels have watched every action taken against you. Those around you who intended harm, who spread deception or plotted in the dark, were given countless chances to stop. The universe, in its mercy, warned them again and again, through dreams, through people close to them, through signs that something wasn't right. They were nudged to reconsider their path. But they ignored those messages. They thought their manipulations would go unseen, their words unnoticed, their intentions hidden. They were wrong. Share this video with someone who needs this reminder today. It could change everything for them. Despite all the spiritual alerts and internal discomforts, they chose to continue. They believed their actions carried no weight, that hurting you would somehow serve them or give them an advantage. They saw your light, your strength, and mistook your kindness for weakness. And they gambled with that assumption. They were mistaken, because now the shift has begun. The moment of divine correction is underway. The tables have turned. Where once they felt in control, they now face the unraveling of their own deeds. Your angels want you to know that justice is not just an idea. It's a living force, and it's being carried out as we speak. The very energy they sent to destabilize you is now disrupting their lives. It's as though the spiritual scale has reset, and every unkind word, every manipulative act, is returning like a boomerang, not to punish blindly, but to restore balance. What once seemed like small acts of deceit or envy are now casting long shadows in their own lives. And while you continue to rise, they're starting to stumble under the weight of what they've done. The fear, the anxiety, the unrest they tried to send your way is now haunting them. It's becoming clearer with each passing day that they cannot escape the consequences of their choices. They've reached a point of reckoning. Tap super thanks below if you feel blessed. Your support helps continue this light-filled mission. This moment isn't about vengeance. It's about truth. It's about the universe showing you that your efforts to remain kind, grounded, and loving were not in vain. You did not stoop to their level, and because of that, you're now being elevated. You were chosen not only to endure, but to overcome, to be a living example that light outlasts darkness. The universe is protecting you because you've stayed true to your path. As you listen to this, breathe in the assurance that you are not alone. You are surrounded by divine energy, by loving forces that have never left your side. Everything that was meant to break you is now becoming the very thing that strengthens you. You are safe. You are seen. And most importantly, you are stepping into a season where truth and justice walk with you hand in hand. Let this message sink deep into your spirit. You were meant to hear it today. Now that the truth is being revealed, your angels are calling you to stand in your power. They see how long you've carried the burden of self-doubt, how often you questioned your worth because of how others treated you. But that chapter is closing. The universe is asking you to release those doubts now. Let them fall away like old skin. Because what's coming requires the full strength of who you are. You've been through enough to know that your soul is resilient, and that inner strength, that unshakable light within you, is your greatest weapon moving forward. Every super thanks helps bring more healing messages to more hearts around the world. No more shrinking to fit into places that were never meant for you. No more apologizing for being sensitive, intuitive, or spiritually awake. Your gifts were given to you for a reason, not to be hidden, but to be embraced. The people who once made you feel too much were simply not ready to meet the depth of your spirit. That's not your burden to carry. You were never too much. You were exactly as divinely designed. And now, you're being encouraged to fully own that design. To speak your truth even if your voice shakes. To trust your gut even when it goes against what others say. This is your time to walk in alignment with your higher self. No longer can you afford to doubt the signals you receive. When you feel that pull, that intuitive nudge, follow it. That's your divine compass guiding you toward people and paths that honor your energy, not drain it. What lies ahead is not just healing, it's transformation. And it begins by saying no to the cycles that once kept you stuck, the guilt that held you back, the fear that paralyzed your progress. They no longer belong in this next phase of your life. You're not being asked to become someone new. You're being invited to remember who you truly are beneath all the layers the world placed on you. Show love and appreciation by clicking super thanks. Your kind gesture keeps this channel glowing. In this season, your angels want you to reclaim your peace. Not the temporary kind that depends on circumstances, but the deep, unshakable peace that comes from knowing you're protected, guided, and loved beyond measure. When you operate from that space, you begin to attract everything meant for you. The clarity, the opportunities, the connections. They flow with ease because you're no longer resisting your true nature. And you don't have to fight to be seen anymore. The universe sees you. It has always seen you. The recognition you've been longing for is coming, not through validation from others, but through divine alignment. Your path is opening, not because you forced it, but because you stayed patient, faithful, and willing to grow. You've become magnetic to miracles. Comment below with, "I receive this," if you're open to divine blessings right now. So when challenges arise, and they still might, you'll handle them with grace. Not because you're immune to pain, but because you're no longer afraid of it. You've walked through fire and didn't burn. You've stood alone and still rose. Now, you move with quiet confidence, knowing that everything that's for you will never miss you. This is your divine invitation to stop dimming and start radiating, to let go of proving and start embodying. You are powerful, you are purposeful, and you are protected. Let every step you take from here forward be a reflection of that truth. Your angels are cheering you on, whispering constantly, "It's your time. Walk boldly in the light that's always been yours." Trust that the path unfolding before you is not random. Every delay, every detour, Every unexpected turn has been a part of a greater orchestration. You may not have seen it at the time. Perhaps it felt like chaos or rejection, but it was the universe rerouting you toward divine alignment. The people who walked away, the doors that shut, and the moments that left you questioning everything were not punishments. They were protection. What you thought you lost was actually clearing space for something far greater to enter. Watching live? Send a super chat or sticker to support the moment and stand out in the message. Now, your angels are asking you to surrender the need to control every outcome. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You don't have to figure everything out on your own. Just be open, be willing, be receptive, because blessings are arriving in unexpected ways, not because you begged for them, but because you're finally ready to receive without resistance. You've done the inner work. You've healed what needed to be healed. And now, the universe is responding to your readiness. Signs are everywhere. Subtle nudges, repeated numbers, dreams that feel more like messages than random images. They're all pointing you in the direction of your purpose. When something or someone keeps showing up in your awareness, pay attention. It's not coincidence, it's divine confirmation. The universe is always speaking. The question is, are you willing to listen with your spirit and not just your mind? A season of expansion is here. The seeds you've planted, whether they were intentions, prayers, or acts of faith, are beginning to bloom. You may not see the full harvest yet, but signs of growth are sprouting all around you. Trust that what you've been working toward is closer than you think. Keep watering your faith. Keep nurturing your energy. What you focus on now will multiply. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Don't miss your next divine message. Your angels are surrounding you with encouragement. They want you to know you're not alone. Not now, not ever. When you feel tired or unsure, remember this truth. Unseen forces are working in your favor. Rest in that knowing. Speak life over your dreams, even on the days when your reality hasn't caught up yet. Because your words are powerful, your faith is magnetic, and your timeline is divine. You're being called to walk boldly into this next chapter, not with fear, but with expectancy. Something amazing is being prepared for you, and it's not just for your benefit. What's coming will also bless those around you. You are a vessel for light, love, and transformation. Your breakthrough is someone else's inspiration. Your healing is someone else's hope. Don't underestimate the ripple effect of your obedience. When you give through super thanks, you're planting seeds in good soil. Keep showing up. Keep believing. The miracles you've prayed for are not being denied. They're being timed. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. And what's on the way is more than you imagined. More peace, more purpose, more joy, and yes, more love. Love that sees you, love that heals you, love that stays. You deserve all of it, and your angels want you to prepare your heart for its arrival. So breathe deeply, smile gently. Let this moment fill you with peace. Because this is not the end. It's the divine beginning of something extraordinary. Your angels are guiding you, your path is blessed, and the best is yet to come. Say it out loud. I believe in divine timing. I receive all that is meant for me, and I trust the journey ahead. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Don't miss your next divine message. You are not the same person you were yesterday. There has been a quiet, yet profound transformation happening within you. The pain you once carried like a shadow is no longer defining you. It's refining you. Every heartbreak, every tear, Every sleepless night has served as a turning point. Your soul has been whispering all along, inviting you to release the weight, to let go of what no longer serves your highest good. And now, you're rising, not just in strength, but in awareness. You're remembering who you truly are. This transformation hasn't been loud. It didn't come with grand gestures or dramatic announcements. It arrived silently, in your choice to keep going when it was easier to give up, in your ability to forgive when the wound was still fresh, in the way you chose love over resentment, peace over revenge. These were the sacred steps of your rebirth. Don't underestimate their power. Your quiet strength is louder in the spiritual realm than any shout ever could be. The divine has been watching your evolution with deep admiration. Your angels have witnessed the private moments of surrender, the prayers you whispered when no one else knew you were breaking. And because you've remained faithful, even when life was unfair, you are now stepping into a new identity. One rooted in truth, in alignment, and in grace. You are no longer seeking validation from others because you've remembered the divine validation that has always existed within you. Feel led to give back? Click Super. Thanks to support this spiritual journey together. This new version of you is magnetic. Your energy no longer chases, it attracts. You no longer need to force connections, opportunities, or timelines. Instead, your mere presence is enough to call in what is meant for you. This is not arrogance, it's divine confidence, the kind that flows from spiritual alignment, from knowing you are backed by the universe itself. People will notice the shift. They'll feel it. And you won't need to explain a thing. Your energy will speak louder than your words. You're no longer moved by chaos. Where you once reacted, you now respond. Where you once feared, you now trust. And this trust is your superpower. It allows you to navigate uncertainty with a calm heart and a clear mind. It keeps you grounded in truth even when storms arise, because you know, deeply, that nothing formed against you can prosper when you are aligned with your purpose and protected by divine forces. Share this message with just one person. It may be exactly what their soul needs. As you walk through this season, your transformation will serve others too. People will be drawn to your peace, your wisdom, your resilience, not because your life is perfect, but because you've allowed your imperfections to be vessels of light. You've turned your pain into compassion, your wounds into wisdom, and your silence into sacred space. You are becoming a lighthouse for others, not by preaching, but by simply being. Affirm this with your whole being. I have transformed. I release the past. I embrace my divine identity. I walk forward in power, grace, and authenticity. Say it not as a hope, but as a knowing, because your angels already see you this way. And now, it's time you see yourself the same. Type yes below if you're claiming the truth and power in this word. Amen.